Hey guys, it's me Tawana back with another video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I made this lovely mask. It is sublimation. I'm going to be showing you everything that I used, everything that I did, and you also can find these masks on my website at www.smjcosmetics.com, and you can purchase one of these masks, and there's also other varieties of masks that I have on my website that you also can purchase. But I'm going to be showing you guys how I did this seamless mask, and it is reversible. So you have a solid side and you have a side that you can sublimate on. I also sell these as blanks, and you can use them in your own business if you would like. All right, so a couple things that you guys are going to need. You're going to need a sewing machine, which I have here. This is a Janome. I got this at my local farmer's market. It was on sale outside. I got this for really dirt cheap. You're gonna need a pair of scissors. You're gonna need you some nice pins to hold down your template. And when you start sewing, I use these as well. You're gonna need your template. I can show you guys how I did it and the dimensions that I use, but this is the template that I cut out from here. So I will show you guys in another video if you guys want to see how I did my template. But you're also going to need some fabric. So today I'm going to be, since the mask that I'm going to be doing, I'm not going to do this design. I'm going to do a different design, but I'm going to be doing a two-sided colored, it's reversible. So one side is black, the other side is white. So you can, if you want to wear the solid side, you can do the solid side. Or if you want to do this side, you can. You're also going to need you some elastic, if you have any elastic to use for the ear tabs. I got these off of Amazon. I got black and I also got white. They came in a pack of 200. So I have white and I also have black. I'm going to be using, for the design I'm going to be doing today, I'm going to be using the black ones. I'm going to show you guys the design that I'm going to be using and the designs that I made. And like I said, these are also available on my website. So you guys can go to my website and purchase one of my masks, or you also can purchase it as a blank. And I will send you some blank pre-made masks, and then you can sublimate on them yourself if you do sublimation. Because I know some people don't like to sew, so I will do the sewing for you, boo. You're going to need a design. The design that I'm going to be doing today, I did on Canva. You can make these designs. You can make any kind of designs, names, prints, whatever you want. Just go to Canva, and I'm telling you, it's all you, boo. But this is what on my website, it says phenomenally bossy. So you also can find this design on my website, and you will see what it looks like when we are all done, okay? This, like I said, is simply bossy. I basically have like an entrepreneur tab on my website. So I do like business cards and stuff like that, and this basically like just kind of like motivates you a little bit, like if you're just like a new business owner like myself. So this one says phenomenally bossy. This is the one that I already cut out that we're going to be sublimating on our mask. And then simply bossy. I have other ones too you can also check out. What else? And you're also going to need a heat press. If you have a heat press, you're going to need that too to get the design on the mask that we're going to go ahead and do today. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to bring you guys a little bit closer, and I'm going to tilt my camera down so you can see what I am doing. So the first thing I am going to do is I am going to lay my template. I always fold my template in half, and I put it on my fabric like this, halfway. So you want to kind of, let me bring you guys a little bit closer. So you want to make sure that it's folded in half. I mean, you could do it the long way, which some people do, but I like doing mine folded and putting the folded side to the folded side. So you want to make sure, and I do that twice because I do 3. You can either do 2 layers or you could do 3 layers. I do for my mask 3 layers. And it is breathable because this is 100% polyester that I use. So you want to get any kind of fabric that you want to use, because this is 100% polyester that I use. So you want to get any kind of fabric that you want to use, and you're going to need you a nice cutting tool. I use this as my cutting tool, and I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So folded side with folded side, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut this out. Look, I'm already starting bad. I'm supposed to be showing y'all how I really do it. You want to put your pins down so your fabric doesn't move. I'm so bad. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so used to doing it. I don't use my pins that often. But for tutorial purposes, I will go ahead and use my pins. All right. So now that we have our 3 pieces of fabric, I have 2 white and 1 black. The black is going to be the one that's in the back, and the second layer is going to be in the middle, and then the first one's going to be in the front. So we'll have 3 layers, which makes it extra protective, and that's how I got this right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay the first one down that's going to go in the front. I'm going to put the black in the middle because this is going to be the one on the outside, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So you want the outside piece in the middle, and then you want the other white piece. So it's like a sandwich, and then you want the other piece of fabric behind the black piece. So when you're done, you should have something that looks like this. So it should be the front piece, the back piece in the middle, and then the middle piece on the back side. So I have 3 pieces. And like I told you guys, you're going to need your handy dandy pins. So we're going to go ahead and pin it down. And that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to make sure everything is lined up. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pin down my mask. So when I pin it down, this is what my pin down looks like. I have 3 on the left and 3 on the right. And I sew, so the only pieces that I'm going to sew right now is you're going to sew down this long part. You're going to leave this part open until the end. So I'm going to sew this, and I'm going to sew this. So when it comes to when I sew down this part and the long parts, you want to measure out at least 1 inch in, so you know that's where you're going to do your fold at. So I normally leave about 1 inch. I'm going to actually mark it. I forgot to tell you guys that. So I'm going to mark 1 inch on each side, so I know that's my starting point and that's where my fold is going to be at. And I'm going to do that on each side, and I'll show you guys in a minute. I'm going to show you what I mean. When you sew down these sides, you want it to be even on both sides. So that's where I tucked it at. So this is the 1 inch tuck, and you can see, I don't know if you can see through it, but that's that 1 inch. So it goes from here to here, and this is where I sewed it at. So on all 4 sides, I went and I marked where I'm going to start sewing, so I know that's my fold. So here, 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 if you can see it, here where that black dot is, and then here. I did it on all 4 sides. So that's where I'm going to start to sew, because that's going to be my fold down when I sew on my ear tabs. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sew this down. And I do a straight stitch. I'm going to go ahead and cut off the extra thread so both sides are sewed down. I'm going to go ahead and cut off my extra thread that we don't need, even though it's going to be tucked away anyway. So now we can go ahead and put our pins back. Make sure we got all our pins out. All our pins are out. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab it from this piece and this piece, and we're going to turn it inside out. So now the black piece is on the back, and you should have the third piece, which is the other white piece of fabric, in the middle. And then you got one on top, because I sublimate on the white. And then when you're done, you should have something that looks like this. And you can iron it. I should be ironing it, but I'm not. And this is how you make it seamless. But you can iron it if you want, or you can use the heat press to get it flat. I'm actually going to go ahead and turn on my heat press mask for about 10 seconds. It doesn't need that much long to pre-press. So I'm going to pre-press it for about 10 seconds. Okay. So we're going to stop that. So now that we pre-pressed it, go ahead and we're going to put it back on the heat press. And then we have our design, and whenever you print, you always want to print it backwards. It doesn't look backwards on camera, but it actually is. It's actually going backwards. You want to do it, you want to flip the image whenever you sublimate. Whenever you want to put something on anything, you always want to flip the image. So it is already flipped. So I'm going to place it face down where I want it at on my mask. Actually, you know what? I'm going to just use a little piece of copy paper because it doesn't really matter. You can use copy paper, butcher paper, whatever you have. I'm going to use copy paper today. And then I always heat press for about 60 seconds. So you're going to put it down and you're going to start the timer for 60 seconds, if you guys can see that. And then I will let you guys back in once the 60 seconds are up. All right, so now that we have our image on our mask, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to sew on the ear tabs. Like I said, you can get these ear tabs off of Amazon. I love these ones because they are adjustable. They have the little piece here where you can adjust it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sew both sides down. On our mask. And I kind of do it the same about 1 inch in where the fabric starts on the inside where we did it at. So it's about right here. But actually it is right there. So about 1 inch in. And then wham bam, you guys have a mask. Look at that. And it says phenomenally bossy. Okay. Alright. So these little baggies is what it comes in. I'm going to go ahead and put it in our little baggie so it is ready to go out for whoever wants to purchase this mask. And I'm going to show you guys how I put it in here. I kind of tuck away the strings and I lay it in there nice and flat. So when you receive it, you have a nice, beautiful mask. So we're going to go ahead and like that. Try to make sure it's sitting in there. And we are going to seal this bad boy up. And when someone wants to purchase it, it is all ready to be bought. And like I said, you guys can purchase these masks on my website. They are available at www.smjcosmetics.com. Sorry, y'all can't even see me. Hold on, I gotta move y'all up a little bit. So like I said, these masks are available at www.smjcosmetics.com. There are other designs that you can get, and you can also customize your own mask if you want. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please comment down below. And guess what? God bless as always. Love you guys. Mwah.